You are entering an interesting phase of your life, Taurus. The revolutionary planet Uranus that has been working with you since 2018/2019 will end its 7-year long shift of working with your sign this year. It will then retrograde back into your sign for a couple of months this autumn, but then leave it for good in 2026. It means that you are done revolutionizing your life. You revolutionized everything you could. Maybe a little tiny piece of resistance will be asked from the very late Taurus people, those born in the after the middle of May. But in general, you change so much and you experience so much turmoil that this is now getting to an end. Weirdly, it doesn't look like you are about to enter the era of stability or rigidity. So the sign that is already really important, but is only going to get even more important throughout the month, is Aries. The planets that are making it so strong and that are already there are Neptune, Venus, and Mercury. There's also the asteroid Chiron, not as important maybe to you, but the sign is strong. And in your horoscope, Aries rules spirituality, mindfulness, very private psychological processes, the unconscious, sleep and dreaming, and also letting go of things. The end of some really long process. So with all of those planets already in Aries, strengthening this transcendental area of your chart, you may already feel that your spiritual sensitivities are strengthened. And how you may feel that is that you may feel more connected with the world itself, with life itself. Like suddenly all of that is more magical or meaningful. At the end of May, the strict and very pragmatic, practical planet Saturn is also entering Aries. And technically speaking, Saturn is the planet of hard work, discipline, hard work, self-control. So it may be a good idea to start working on a spiritual practice in May. And also Saturn will stay in Aries for around 3 years, 2 to 3 years. So it's nice to set a goal in spiritual practice or some practice where you work with your consciousness, basically. But also, this astrological area of transcendental and subconsciousness and such, that in your horoscope is ruled by Aries, is very good at dissolving things. And another dissolving power in astrology is Neptune. So when Saturn, the planet of structure and something that is reliable and well organized and hierarchical, enters this dissolving area of your chart and meets the great dissolver Neptune, it may also be weakened. And with that, something that used to be reliable, well structured, hardened in your life may also start to disintegrate. And it may be something that you actually value and don't want to lose, like a reliable job that would no longer be reliable, or a stable relationship, or the social status that you got used to, that you perceive as a part of your identity. And if you lose that, it is of course disappointing and unpleasant, but it may also be something that you perceive as negative that will be dissolved or disintegrated, like some legal limitations that you don't agree with, or maybe some self-limiting beliefs or societal expectations that no longer serve you, or maybe never served you in the first place. They may also, after Saturn moves into Aries, start disappearing from your life. The good advice here is that no matter what happens in your life, try to be more spiritual, more soulful, less focused on just the pragmatic side of things. Try to have some appreciation, or maybe develop some appreciation for the wisdom of life itself. With this transit of both Neptune and Saturn through Aries, through your 12th house, so to say, you may feel, no matter what happens, you may still feel that you need the faith, and that you need to work on developing the faith and giving your attention to the faith. And it may be religious faith, but it may also be secular faith, some personal philosophy that would support you through these times, good or bad. It's not like something unpleasant is guaranteed to happen, but some loss of orientation is very probable, even if disorientation stems from something bad disappearing from your life. Now, a bit more orientation will return into your life when Mercury enters your sign on the 10th of May. And to add to it, there is also a full moon in Scorpio on the 12th of May, and Scorpio rules your one-on-one relationships or important partnerships. Both of these events will help you clear something up in your important relationships. So Mercury is really good for expressing yourself, for finding the right words, for being heard, for using your voice the way you intend to use it. And full moons are good at illuminating, at demonstrating how things are going. And this full moon in Scorpio on the 12th will illuminate the state of affairs in your important partnerships. It could be romantic partnerships, but also friendships, relationships between colleagues or co-authors, or even you and your important enemy or competitor. And so whatever the full moon will illuminate, Mercury in Taurus will help you address with the right appropriate words. Now, Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, and wisdom and opportunities, is still in Gemini, is still in your house of personal finance, and is still helping you earn money, or, it doesn't care which one, spend money. And this ability to either earn more or spend more during this month of may somehow help you in your private, very personal healing process that may be so private and so personal that you wouldn't want to discuss it with anyone else, not even with normal friends, maybe also with the most intimate friends that not everyone has. Another private, beneficial, helpful aspect that may help you is the aspect between Venus in Aries and Mars in Leo. They will be working together mostly in the middle of May, but you may already start feeling this aspect working on you. And to use it, you should invest into relationships that are extremely private and very personal. They may be the relationship between you and your intimate partner, especially if you live together, but it may also be your relationship with yourself. Then at the end of the month, the sign that gains importance is Gemini. And like I said, Jupiter is in Gemini. It is still and will still be helping you earn and spend. So I recommend investing to earning more. And on the 26th, Mercury will enter Gemini, will help you be smarter about your personal finance. And then on the 27th, there is a new moon in Gemini. And new moons are great for planning, for setting intentions. And this new moon is really well supported. So I would really recommend using the energy of this new moon to, on the 27th or 28th or 29th of May, think about what you want for yourself financially for the year ahead. Set goals, set intentions. Maybe also write down the first steps that you will make in the next few months to make sure your finances are in tip-top shape in 2026.